Let's get high. OJ with Steve. Good morning, my loves. I got a haircut. So much hair. Keep it going, Steve. I don't like the early fade. Feels nice. Welcome to Morning Mics, brought to you by our friends at Van Brook Insurance. Here we are. Got a haircut yesterday. The hair was getting too rowdy. You could see Bob Costas licking his chops, going, I need a head of hair like that. Need a big salad. We had Bob Costas on yesterday. I love Bob. Bob and I go way back NBC days. One of my favorite people. Never too big to say hello. I'm going to say that about Bob Costas. He was never too big to say hello. And we covered the Olympics, for years and years, and spent a lot of time with Bob. And nobody knows more about baseball than Bob. So yesterday we had him on Hot Mics. If you missed it, just breaking down the significance of Shohei Ohtani. And God, and of course the little jokes and all the fun stuff, happens from there. He's such a good dude. Yellow puts color on you, Billy. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's USC. I'm a USC dad. You know what I'm saying? I'm wearing them, showing up and showing out. Boy, psilocybin episode, folks. Psilocybin episode is going to be tomorrow. We're going to get into psilocybin 2. It's a big one. It's a big diversion. It has nothing to do with the zeitgeist and what's kind of hot topic-y and all that. It's just something that's important because in all of this, we're looking to take care of each other. We're looking to heal. How do you deal with suffering? How do you deal with the pain that is, comes with being human? And I have a really special guy. Actually, I've been meeting with since the second journey, a guy named Keith Crossley, who talks about the ego and how to manage the ego. Sorry, not kill it, but how to transcend the ego, to live with it in better harmony, because the ego is basically the voice in your head, and it's lethal. It's going to be awesome. That's tomorrow. I'd also like to be the first, well, not really the first, to welcome 2025 PN7. Has anybody heard about our beautiful little quasi-moon? There he is. It's our little celestial traveling companion that moves almost exactly in sync with the Earth. How cool is that? It circles the sun in a path very similar to the moon. So they call it a quasi-moon. It's the size of a small building. Very small little guy, apparently been with us since the 1960s, and it will be with us till about 2083 when it will peel off and go away. It was discovered by the stoners at the University of Hawaii. Way to go, guys. In between bong hits, they were like, dude, hold on, bro. Wait a minute. Holy shit, is that like a quasi-moon? Dude, check out this quasi-moon. And there it is. He's cute. 2083. So we got a lot. Will I be around in 2083? Let's see. 2025, 60 years on top. Absolutely not. Very, very dead. So for my lifetime, he'll be here. So are you mooning us, Billy? I am. Does anybody want to see? I'm going to present something that it's called Little Bush. Okay. You want to see a little bush? Who wants to see a little bush? Raise your hand if you want to see a little bush. Now, it's 2025, so it's a different time. In the 70s, you saw a lot of bush. But right now, it's 2025, and we'll just see. How about... Oh! Hello, Melanie.
Well, you can't say, who wants to see a little bush and then put me on the screen?
I know, we should reverse positions here.
So wrong.
Hold on.
So wrong.
For me, there it is. Oh, there's a nice little close-up shot right there. Yeah, there's Little. She's Little, and I'm Bush. There we go. Now we're in order, Steve. Hi, Melanie.
Hi, Billy. How are you this morning?
I just love your trippy vibes. You got the Dave Matthews Band there. And then what's over your shoulder again?
Sometimes there's Grateful Dead in there. Oh, when
To
you get to
Dave.
100,000 subs, YouTube sends you that really cool silver play button. And that's when you become like the coolest dad of all. Because
Oh,
when your kids were little, they would watch all these YouTubers that would get the silver play button. And it is like, it is a milestone in your YouTube career. So you're almost there.
well, I don't know. I mean, how do we do it? How do we hit rocket? How do we hit like Turbo Blast? I'm
We'll
not sure.
uh we'll talk about that offline. Probably a better offline conversation. But you were talking about the little bush. Did you cover the Kim Kardashian new Skims drop? The
I'm wearing
thong
them.
with the bush?
I'm wearing the Merkin. It's a
The bush is back. The bush is back.
The bush and back. You know what? I got to give Kim Kardashian a little credit for that. I think that's funny. I think that's funny that she made a thong with a merkin on it because everybody shaves now. So she's like, in case you want to just rock one for the night.
They're sold out. I mean, do you think they really made them? Or do you think it
Sold
was
out.
just
They
like
made 12 and they sold them out. They're sold out.
exactly. Like who is in on that marketing meeting? What do you think that was like, that
The
marketing meeting?
press release, "We are sold out," was already written before the first merkin came off the line.
Man, you can't
There's the
unsee that.
merc.
You can't unsee that. Why? Why,
I think
Billy?
that's a little much. She went heavy on it. She's like, if we're gonna do it, let's do it. I think that's funny. I do.
It's amusing, but it's it's a good marketing tactic, I guess. But it's just like who was involved in that meeting, and I want to know if they're really selling it because it says there's a wait list, and so I'd like to know if anyone out there has one. Were you able to get one? Did
If
anyone
anyone
actually
has
get one?
one, I'd like to see. The last time we had a Kim Kardashian. Steve, what did I wear of Kim Kardashian's? I think she made something, and we wore it. Somebody wore the stocking over her face. That's such a Lady Gaga move. Do you hire a makeup artist if you're gonna wear a stocking over your face, or do you think she got inside and was like, "Whew, oh God"?
Is it a way to cover the fact that you may have had some work done in the past couple days and you needed
Oh,
to go out a little incognito, but you already had an event that you had to go to? I saw
gotta
your show with the plastic surgeon last week. Maybe you get a
Dr. Ben Tele.
little friends and family discount.
You know, they do so much work. Those women. I'm not sure where I fall on the message because they do so much and they
Yeah.
do it at such a young age. I think Kris Jenner getting a facelift. Okay, great. You're 70 years old. That's 68, whatever it is. Absolutely get your facelift. But Kylie, getting all the work done at 19 years old, is that what message are you sending? I don't. But if then again, I remember the girl from High School Musical because my kids loved it so much, and she, called it a deviated septum, but she got a nose job. She didn't like her nose. I think if you hate something about yourself, then maybe go ahead and fix it, but not everything.
First of all, it looks like Kris Jenner stole Kim Kardashian's face. Like, am I right? Like, you put
Yeah.
them next to each other, and it's
We're sisters
weird.
now, besties.
It's weird. And then remember what happened when Jennifer Grey got her nose job? She never worked again.
Never worked again. She was
Right?
adorable. I remember that little face in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Oh my
Yes.
God. Sitting there with Charlie Sheen, it just captured her innocence. And she said, I don't want to look like that. Then again, Enrique Iglesias took that mole off his face. Where did he go?
Mm.
Sometimes, like, imagine Cindy Crawford taking hers off. That would be devastating. She looks
Right.
amazing with it.
Yeah.
Do you have something? Do you have like a thing that
What do
you
you mean?
keep?
A mole?
Yeah, like a mole or something that you keep or something like,
No.
no, look at that. No, there's Melanie
No,
Little.
I haven't taken it off. I haven't
I have
put
this
it
thing.
on.
I just haven't gotten around to it. You see, this thing has been around for a long
What
time.
is it?
It's a
I can't really see.
popped blood vessel. And
Oh.
apparently I've had it for 20 years, I think. But the guy's like, we can zap it. And I think but on TV, I always covered it with makeup. And now I think maybe we have to.
So just put a little concealer on there. What do you want to?
Oh, I
You know what they do?
I don't wear
Burn it
any
off.
makeup anymore. None.
They burn it off. Then you got to be off camera for because you're gonna have a scab, and then you'll have to take a week off, and then then you'll be bored. You'll just be playing golf all the time.
I don't get bored playing golf.
I mean, you'll be having a birthmark. I do have a birthmark on my leg, but I've never had it removed because it never bothered me.
Yeah. Well, who cares?
Nobody.
It makes you, Melanie. It makes
Exactly.
you.
If I ever get, invasion of the body snatchers ever come, I tell my kids, just make sure the birthmark is there on the left leg, and it's really me. I don't know.
Yeah, I can identify her. Melanie Little is with us. This is exciting. Michael Proctor. Let's go to the Karen Reed trial for a second here.
Yeah.
Michael Proctor. He was facing a civil service commission this week to try and get reinstated as a Massachusetts state police officer. He thought he was mistreated. He didn't think it. And then, boy, he saw that there was nothing but darkness at the end of that tunnel, and he dropped his appeal to get reinstated. Does this have to do more with his past cases where he was an investigator and all these defendants are coming after him now because they want to see what he said about them in his texts and all that stuff, and what he said about them in the cloud, or just the fact that he's a total creep and there was no way it was gonna go his way?
Here's what happened last week, okay? Explosive news happened last week. So he was not only the lead investigator in the murder of John O'Keefe, he was also the lead investigator in a lot of other murder trials that are coming up in Norfolk County, Massachusetts, including a guy named Brian Walsh, who, I don't know if you're familiar with that story, but he is accused of, I don't know how much we can say on your channel, taking apart the body of his wife and distributing her in dumpsters all over town. Her body's never been found. There's another guy named Miles King, who's also a defendant. And so all of these defendants, because of the federal dump in Karen Reed's case, involving all of Proctor's horrible text messages that came out during her trial, the misogynistic ones, the ones where he's telling his buddies about the investigation, calling her a whack job, saying that, no way she skates. The defendants in these other cases said, listen, we want access to his phone too, his personal phone. Because when you're a public official and you use your personal phone, it becomes discoverable. So they made a motion to the court in front of a different judge, not Canoni. And they said, we want Proctor's cell phone because we think that maybe because he said such horrible things about her, maybe he was also biased with regard to our investigations. And so the judge said, okay. Proctor comes in with his lawyer, and the judge says to Proctor's lawyer, Proctor is going to turn his cell phone over. This is in August of 2025. Okay. So this is all brand new stuff.
But
Proctor's going to turn his cell phone over. The Commonwealth, the prosecution can do a total extraction of his phone, except for privileged things you're not allowed to look at. And Proctor's lawyer says, okay, that's fine. But listen, he got a new phone in February of 2024. And then he set everything to auto delete every 30 days. So there's really not going to be much on this phone. I mean, you could have it, but you're not going to find anything. Well,
there's nothing there. Sure. Good, Michael. You were so smart to get that new phone. Oh, do.
So it dropped on Friday that they did the extraction of his phone, and the prosecution came out and said, listen, Judge, we're going to need more time to go through this, because despite what Proctor's lawyer said that there wasn't going to be anything on the phone, we've got hundreds of thousands of items to go through, including text messages, chat messages, video files, audio files. And we need more time for the photographs and the emails.
So Proctor must have just totally, when he heard that, wait, what? All that shit going back to 2013 is there?
Right. Well, there's a thing called the
got
cloud.
A new phone. Yeah, you dumbass. It's called a cloud.
So on Saturday, all right, imagine this. On a Saturday, he signs off.
It's so funny. He's an investigator, by the way, Melanie. The whole irony that he had no idea that his new phone, that everything was up in the cloud. This is a man who's in charge of investigating.
Great investigation he did on the murder of John O'Keefe, right?
Oh my God.
And so
he can't
think
cover
about
his own
it. Photos. They need more time to go through the photos. Remember how he asked his buddies, he said, oh, no nudes so far when he was going through Karen's phone?
Yeah.
Think there's any other nudes in there of any other victims or any other Brian Walsh's wife was a beautiful woman. Beautiful woman. You think that was a thing maybe that they did and passed around nudes in other cases? Turtle Boy broke a story last night that there may be some racist messages in there. And of course, one of the defendants here is black. And so
Miles King is the black defendant. And so, he said that I think he said allegedly that Proctor has admitted you will find some.
I don't know if Proctor admitted it, but somebody close to Proctor, a source close to Proctor said that. But Miles King's lawyer had been saying in open court, and one of the reasons for wanting to get his phone was like, listen, judge, look what he said about Karen Reed, a white woman. Imagine what he might have said about my client. We need to see those messages. And so they're going to get him. And
I wonder what
I imagine that's why on a Saturday he signed off on withdrawing his appeal to get his job back, because not only did the Commonwealth say, listen, we still need time to go through this stuff, but the Commonwealth said there are things that we have found in his phone that we may need to forward to investigative, to independent law enforcement agencies. What? Like things that could implicate him in federal crimes, things that could implicate other people in federal crimes. What if, and I don't know if this is, what if he took a picture of Karen Reed's taillight when it was in the driveway at her parents' house and it shows that there's just a crack in the taillight and it's not completely shattered? What if, who knows what's on there? But I mean, read between the lines. He was so intent on getting his job back. He really thought he was going to get it, right?
God. Yeah, because he's like, come on, we're all it's like the Lance Armstrong effect. We're all bums here. Come on. You know what you did, Larry. What I mean, you know what you did. And it's like, yeah.
And remember his 2020 interview? And he said, I wouldn't have done anything differently.
Oh, God. Yeah, because, there's just indignant. He was so, he was pissed off. Like, who are you people to question what we do?
Right. It's not fair.
Cops.
Now, other people got their jobs back. They did the same thing that I did, or maybe, I don't know. But he wasn't just fired for the text messages. He was also fired for drinking on the job and driving his cruiser with Brian Albert's brother, Kevin Albert.
Look at this question. Did Turtle Boy record his conversations with Karen, or is this fake news?
I have no idea. There's some recordings that have surfaced. I don't know, between Karen and allegedly Turtle Boy. I mean, between Turtle Boy and Karen, I have no idea who recorded them, if they're real. I have no inside information.
Well, it's one of the two of them if they're a recorded conversation, right?
Unless somebody hacked into his phone or her phone.
Hacked into the live call and hit record?
Well, or hacked into like a recording.
Can you do that? I mean, I guess I don't know. That seems a little bit of a...
You can click on a link and somebody could hack into your phone.
Oh, my God. Okay.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I mean, there are lots of evil people out there who think of ways to do things like this.
Yeah. Speaking of AI, I mean, who knows?
Have you listened to any of the recorded phone call of this Claire Ayub woman?
No. No, are you going to play it?
No, this is let's play a little. I'm going to set this up here. This is in the Blake Lively case. It's very interesting. Melanie Little, our in-house counsel here at Hot Mics. This woman, Claire, was making her own movie. So It Ends With Us is out. And this conversation happens after, 2 weeks of release of It Ends With Us. She's got a movie called Empire Waste that she's written, directed, and it's her project with Wayfair, where Justin Baldoni, and anyway, she's on the phone with Steve Sarowitz, who's the billionaire partner of Justin Baldoni, the guy that funds all of Wayfair. And so now this is like the end. This is August 29th, 2024. The movie has just come out. The press has happened. All the negative stuff between Blake and Justin has begun to take hold in the Daily Mail, especially, but other publications. And so this woman is talking to Steve Sarowitz about her own movie that's going to be with Wayfair, and they touch on obviously what's happening with Blake and Justin. And anyway, she records the guy. So obviously I know she's from Brooklyn. She must have done it from New York, because that one person, right? California is a dual consent state. That's just single in New York, which seems crazy to me. Every state should be dual, in my opinion. But anyway, here's a little clip of Sarowitz, what he's saying about Blake at the time.
It's going to be protecting the studio, right?
I will protect the studio like Israel protected itself from Hamas.
Is that it, Steve? That was very short. He goes on to say, I will protect this studio like Israel, against Hamas. I will take down Blake Lively if she tries to, but he was very defensive, but none of it. They will be dead to me, Ryan and Blake. He was very adamant that she's completely in the wrong. I don't see anything. People are trying to spin it like it's violent or something like that. I think he was so pissed off that his company was being taken down or attempted to. And this woman puts it out. I mean, the recording of the audio is shady to me, but everybody's sort of dissecting what's going on with this.
Whose side is she on?
Claire, oh, she's like a Lena Dunham, you know, power warrior, super power feminist type of person. So she is definitely, you know, on Blake's side. Although I don't know that she's sided. Right message, wrong messenger. Seems to me. But you know, why is it, you're a lawyer, why is it that in some states one person can record a conversation? Both people should consent. No?
I mean, it's up to the states to make their own laws. I mean, think about it. Sometimes you get a phone call from like, I don't know, anybody, and they're like, okay, I just want you to let you know that this call is being recorded. Right? From, I don't know.
Yeah, you get that from a random, you know, we're recording
if
this call
it's
for
like
quality assurance.
Collection agencies or, you know, and they said your call's being recorded. And then I say, well, your call's being recorded back. Or like random calls like that. It's weird, but it's up to the states to make their own laws. And so.
Yeah, this Claire
there's no
Ayub
good
says she was
person.
afraid that Sarowitz would pressure her, like about Baldoni, that the conversation could contain evidence of like intimidation or pressure. She wanted to safeguard herself, you know.
What's her MO in releasing it, do you think?
It's Blake's. Blake is the one who's got a
Oh.
hold of it, subpoenaed it, and got it and she's releasing it to say, you see, look how violent he is. He said that he would defend like Israel and Hamas, how bellicose these people are. He said that he would take me down and all these things. I mean, yeah, you come after somebody you come after me and say something about me that isn't true. I'm also going to try and take you down in every which way I can. I don't understand how it's not working for her. It's backfiring on Blake as we speak.
I think everything has backfired on Blake, public relations wise, right? I mean, the support for her is very slim. That's another
She's got
one
a Meghan Markle problem in that the authenticity, when she's talking, when she speaks, you can see that nothing is completely authentic. There's nothing she says to me, from my perspective, is authentic or just honest, vulnerable. There's something. She's trying to twist something, and she really thinks the audience is dumb.
I haven't followed it closely enough because it's such a hot button issue. It's so divisive. That is one of those stories that I'm just like, yeah, I'm staying away from this. But I did audition to play Blake Lively's mother in It Ends With Us. And that's why I took an interest in this story to begin with. And I was thinking, yes, I was thinking if I booked that role, if I played Blake Lively's mother, I would have been able to just mediate this whole thing and maybe it never would have
So you're an actress too?
Yeah. Yeah, well, and that's why I came on YouTube, because remember there was the pandemic, and then there was the writer strike, and then there was the SAG strike, and I was like, all right, what can I do to just make my own content? And then I came on YouTube, and here I am. And it's far
a lawyer, an actress, a YouTuber. I mean, this is you're insane. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have a lot of interest, right?
Mama Roll says you should play Karen Reed.
Oh, I'm too old. That's sweet, but I'm too old to play Karen Reed.
Oh, who said that when she was on with Howie Carr? And Howie Carr said, are you offended all that Elizabeth Banks, who's 51, wants to play you? Karen was a little annoyed by that. She's like,
well,
I'm 44. I don't want.
I don't know what's going on with their production.
Who ended up playing the mother of Blake Lively? Wait a minute.
It was somebody that I had never heard of. So it was, they were looking for a New York-based actor because they were filming in New York, and they might have blown their whole budget on Blake Lively. So it's like the supporting roles were less known people.
Fantastic, though. Okay, God, that's a missed opportunity for Jamie Heath and Baldoni and all those people. Okay, let me ask you a question. You texted me about something about Christine Baumgartner has moved on from Kevin. She definitely started up with the guy down the street, their neighbor and Kevin's friend. He's a financier. But I gotta say, on the handsome scale, the guy comes nowhere near Kevin Costner. I don't think she's attracted to his jawline. Wow.
Oh, well, did you see the wedding
Wow.
pictures? I think he looks a little bit different in the wedding pictures. People had the exclusive on that. He's a bazillionaire. His bank account is very handsome, right?
Yeah, but she's got plenty of money in the settlement. It's not about money when you have a certain amount of money. I mean, she's clearly not. Could she be attracted to the gigantic wealth? Or is it?
Of course.
I mean, let's give me that picture again, Steve. I want the big picture. Blow that up. I gotta see him. Oh,
Well, I hope Josh got a prenup. That's all I have to say. Because the
I
prenup
want-
and the
she's-
Costner divorce, she tried to override the prenup. She was supposed to leave the marital home when she filed for divorce, and she didn't. She became like a squatter in his, sprawling Carpinteria mansion, and she wanted $250K a month in
Oh,
child support. And
didn't she end up getting like
they had a
60,
prenup.
which is still a shit ton?
Yeah.
How do you think? Let's just for a second. I mean, little role play here.
Mhm.
Like, how do you think that prenup conversation went? He's like, well, look, obviously, honey, we gotta have a prenup, and she's gonna be like, yeah, but you know what Kevin did to me. And he's like,
Right.
you are so hot. You are definitely so hot. I am so out of my league. I have no business being disrobed with a woman of your caliber. Okay, here's what we're going to do. It's going to be, and he just gave her an obscene amount of money, but still not so much that it would really dent his giant pile. But that was a
Yeah.
negotiation that she won, don't you think?
Who knows?
not
I
cute.
mean, we'll never know, but they're not going to have any kids. I'm sure they're not going to have any kids. So it's just a matter of like, if we ever get divorced, here's how much I'm
God
going to get
forbid.
per year of
And
our
we would
marriage.
never.
And, I don't know how old he is, but he looks like he may be older than she is.
He's doing her a tremendous solid, because if you're not having kids, right, they're to get married,
Why?
unless it's a deep religious expression and you both, you want to do that. But there is no real point to get married if you're not going to have children. So he's doing this for her. She pressured him and said, I really want to be married to you. And then he did it for her, and it's a transaction.
I mean, people used to get married for health insurance. Remember that? But you don't need to do that anymore, because you don't need to be married to get on someone's health insurance. So I don't get it. Why can't you just be like Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn and just be together because you want to, instead of because you have to? Because it's so much harder to get out of a marriage than get into it. As anybody who's been divorced knows, it takes forever and it's very expensive.
Oh my God. Well, have you been divorced? Yes.
Yeah,
Me too.
that's fun.
How'd that go for you?
Cost me a lot of money, Billy. Cost me a lot of money.
Oh,
How did
man,
it
I
go
should
for
have.
you?
Yeah. Well, me too.
You know why it's expensive? Because
No,
it's worth
don't
it.
say it.
Because it's worth it.
I know that people say that, but you're not. Are you not close with your ex? I'm very close with my ex-wife.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I
no,
heard you
we-
guys went out together for your daughter's 21st birthday.
Yeah, we do stuff together
That's
all
nice.
the time. Yep, we do stuff together all the time. One time we were in skiing. We went skiing in Sun Valley, and my daughters came to me and like, Dad, I know we're with you for Christmas, but Mom's like alone. No, we don't want Mom to be alone.
Oh,
And they're like, what do we? Can you get her? I said, sure. And so I just texted her and said, hey, I bought you a plane ticket, and come up here. Everybody wants to see you. We're having fun in Ketchum, Idaho. So
nice.
here's a ticket. She came up. We all had a great time. It's
Look, you
she's
still
good.
have to co-parent, right? You still have to co-parent. So it does nobody any good when you're still fighting years after the divorce. I mean, being friendly and being good co-parents is really the best thing you can do for your kids.
Yeah, and she's, you know what? She's also a lot of fun. She's fun. Good. Loves a cocktail. Loves a good chuckle. But one more picture here for you.
Oh, there
Now
you go.
look how hot she is, though. She is really good looking. I'm saying
She's
that.
beautiful. Yeah, she's
This is
beautiful.
a really good picture of him too.
But I mean, do you think she's a gold digger?
100%.
So does that make her less attractive in your eyes? I mean,
When she's that, I mean, I think this is actually a fair deal. He is not cute enough to have a woman that's that hot. He's not.
yeah,
But
don't you
he's
think?
got the wallet, so things balance out. There's different. You look at the different things we're bringing to the table, and that makes him hotter. Like Donald Trump, always hit over his, above his weight class because he's very rich in power. Women were attracted to the power, right?
He's no Kevin Costner. He's
no
no
Kevin
Kevin Costner.
No,
And they were married for 20 years or something, like over 20 years.
Yeah,
They had a long-term marriage and 3 kids. And, she was,
I call that
a
a
handbag designer when they got married. She was not a professional woman. I mean, she got
What
a
about-
sweetheart deal.
Let's talk about great relationships. Here's one from Lisa. Belichick, Bill Belichick and Jordan Hudson. Have you seen the outfit that she's running around in?
No, let's see it.
Oh
Do you
God,
have
they're
it?
walking through an airport. I don't know if we have it. But she's walking. Do we have Belichick in the what is this right here?
I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke niggas.
Put the
I
volume.
ain't saying she a gold.
Look at that outfit.
I mean, that's like something that a 19-year-old wears. How old is she?
Look at the little outfit. Daddy, where are we going? I want to get something to eat before we get on the plane. Look at this outfit, this white bodysuit, and the jacket hanging down. It's part of the look, I guess. I don't know.
She's dressing her age. How old is she?
24.
I don't get that. I don't get that. What could they possibly have in common?
He's 74.
I mean, what is an acceptable age difference? This is just so far beyond any range of acceptability that it's so hard to look at.
I think it's barely legal. So people but it's really gross. If you think about it, when he was 67 years old, she was 17. That's like and she looks like a child. And then there's all this audio that comes out of she's in coaches meetings and she's definitely not afraid to speak up, but it's very, very embarrassing for a Hall of Fame coach, someone widely respected across the NFL. And here he is, a college coach with a college girl. What the fuck?
Imagine him at 45 saying, "Oh, my future wife hasn't even been born yet."
Oh God.
Right?
He was saying that at 50.
Right. When he's 50, that's when she was an infant. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I want to know what they talk about. What do they do for fun? Do
They talk about his career and what she can do to monetize his things and get him on these platforms. And I think she brings, a young person's tech savvy to his. I can't imagine anything else. And then, the physical relations is just terrible. I can't get. There's a visual that I cannot work with, Melanie.
You can't unsee it. You can't unsee it. I mean, do you think that he can still perform? I mean,
Can he perform? Well, I mean, he's definitely cheating. He's definitely, what Larry David called it, juicing.
Oh, right.
He's juicing. Every guy, I got to tell you a secret, ladies. Every guy's juicing. They're sneaking some juice. There's no question. If it's a weekend, it might be a 5 milligram Cialis. It might be a little something, but there's juice somewhere. Don't go looking through the DOP kit.
I don't think we can, I think that's okay.
Yeah. I just think it's like the idea is, it's just assurance, you know what? There's just a little backup.
I think you got to do what you got to do at that point, right?
Yeah. See, Miss Jessica right there. He's got a Blue Chew. Blue Chew is, you see those commercials everywhere.
Oh, the blue pills. Right. Get it.
The chewable kind, right?
They have chewables kind. Now in case you have dentures and you can't.
Cialis gummies. They have, I'm told. Oh, look.
Stop it. They're playing Airplane.
Yeah.
On the beach.
That's them on the beach, baby. A little beach yoga.
Do you remember doing that with your little kids when they were like 3 and 4?
Exactly. That's what you do.
Oh.
That's exactly what you do with a little kid.
Oh.
Now, Donald Trump, let's put Melanie Little as a lawyer. Are you going to pardon Diddy?
Oh, man, I think that's a really bad idea. I think that's a really bad idea.
Trump does this. He says right now that he likes to float things out there. It's called conditioning the audience. It's a standard move. He conditions by saying, I don't know. We're thinking about it. He says, someone asked me. Okay. They ask him a question about Diddy. He says, we're thinking about it. We're taking a look at it. We'll see. I don't really know much about it. And then he floats that out there and people then he lets the outrage out. Then get people, oh, this is great. And then when it dies down, he does it.
George Santos.
George Santos. And for everybody who said, where does it go from Santos? What would be the next level of provocation? Diddy.
Well, I mean, he could get into maybe Menendez would be a better idea before Diddy.
Oh.
At least they've done 30 years or more. They've done some time. This guy's been in jail for 10 minutes, for a hot 10 minutes. And we also saw the video of what happened in that hotel with Cassie. I mean, come on, you can't unsee that.
No, you can't unsee that.
You can't unsee that. And even though he wasn't convicted for that, I mean, that is a guy who.
But the shame and the browbeating of these women is what's just disgusting. Just like he just,
Did you ever go to one of his white parties in the Hamptons?
I never went to one.
If you did, would you admit it?
Yeah, I'd admit it because I would be at the junior varsity part, just and not the late night. A guy that I'm works in the biz, runs one of the big cable networks here. A friend of mine, he said, he was doing some stuff with Diddy, and he's like, Diddy invited me to one of his late night parties, and I said, okay, well, it was after one of the regular parties. He said, what time do I show up? He said, we're gonna get rolling probably around 4 a.m.
Yeah, rolling is the perfect word.
So you know what he did? He went early to the party. Hey, went home right away, fell asleep. He was trying to do business with Diddy, went to bed, got up, went to the party, back to the house at 6 a.m. when the party was rolling. He said it was the most disgusting thing he'd ever seen. People just out of their minds, addled all over the place. And he left after a little while, but there was a lot of people just raging. He just went at 6 after sleeping and sober. Perfect.
He was just waking up. He was waking up at 6 and decided to go on over there for a freak off breakfast. Wow, that sounds like a great time. Oh,
just well played.
Did he get the deal?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know. I never asked. It's just disgusting, though. But this is what Trump loves. Just keep stirring the pot. He loves it.
I think that's a controversy that he might want to stay out of, but he's not going to listen to me. So I just think the public blowback on that is going to be tremendous. Is there anybody out there who thinks that Diddy should be released? I mean, really, is there a free Diddy movement? Because I haven't seen it. Is it an underground movement?
I don't think there's a movement. I don't see anything online. I don't see anything obviously in person. I think he's a disgusting guy that everybody agrees is a disgusting guy. And there's no man. The fact that he's only serving 4 years and one of them he's already gotten credit for. And so he's got 3 years left. We can't let him sit through another, just 3 years.
It would be a symbol of, money can get you out of anything. And guys who abuse women are not a big deal. And, the trafficking is okay. It's not a good message to send. It's really not.
Oh, God.
There is a free Diddy movement. Oh, man.
There
what kind
is
of people are in that movement?
No, there's not. It's got no teeth.
That's what she says. I mean, so many people. The civil lawsuits alone. And the stories, if you read one of those civil complaints, you can't unsee what you have read. And the visuals, it's just horrific.
Ay. I know. I've spent a lot of time with Diddy back in the day. From back in the day, as
you did?
Oh, shit ton. Yeah. I was Access Hollywood host for 16 years and then on to Extra. So, I remember when Diddy was launching his Sean John sweatsuits, velour sweatsuits. you know, he had a party at Cipriani, and we arranged a thing where he would come over, and I said, bring we'll do an interview before, and then Diddy and I are gonna ride to the party together in his SUV. And yeah, he's like, all right, cool. I said, bring a ton of suits though. I want to put all my guys in them, all the crew. So he comes, and I have all the camera crew, the light guy, you know, the audio guy, you know, the PA that's with us. We put him in a tracksuit. Everybody's in a.
Oh, you just froze up on me. Is it me or you?
I think it's
And
Billy.
so
Oh,
there
he is. There he
Oh,
is. Billy, you froze on us, Bill.
you
We lost
froze.
you.
you lost me.
He's back.
The bush is back.
The
The
bush is back. Anyway, Diddy and I, we roll down in and we go to this Cipriani party, and I'm rolling around in a velour tracksuit. Oh my God, the camera crew. You know, fun stuff like that. He trained for the marathon. I ran with him in the park. It's just a ton of different things. I always thought he was selfish. He didn't never like ask about anyone else, but I didn't think he was, you know, like a creep like that to that level. Oof. Shiver. All I know, Melanie, is you should have gotten the part.
Oh, thanks. Well, I think, you know, if I did, I could have squashed this whole beef when it started.
I think
You
you
know?
could have definitely squashed the whole beef when it started. You'd be on set and you'd be like, hey, whoa. Hey, girl, he's not doing anything creepy at
Right.
all. You know that. And Justin, just stop making everybody hold hands in circles on sets. Like, this is weird.
The whole thing is just
Right?
bizarre.
Like a Scientology tent. You know, we don't just we're here to film.
Do you
That's
think
it.
she and Taylor Swift are still friends, or do you think
Nope.
you don't think so?
Nope. Maybe if I think Taylor's sitting there waiting to see. Maybe you think they talk privately, and she says, look, you just have to understand, you can't involve me in any of this. I can't be involved, but we can talk privately. Do not say anything. I don't think so. I think Blake would then feel the need to leak that she talks privately. I think Taylor absolutely pulled out.
I mean, I think she wrote "Canceled" about her. The new song
sure.
"Canceled." I think that was about Blake, but I don't know. Who knows? Isn't she the godmother to a
In
couple
the
of her kids?
line in Canceled, it says, I like people who, you know, it says like I
Right.
gravitate towards people who got, so she, you know, basically shares an affinity.
Yeah, I don't think she's going to get involved in it. I agree, but I think maybe like behind the scenes, they're still friends. I don't know.
No.
Is it ever going to blow over? You know, I don't know. She's certainly not showing up to the Chiefs games anymore, Blake. She used to be
No.
there in the box.
She got, and the Super Bowl, she lost her seat at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And she was, you know, remember she made her people put out something to say why she wasn't there. It's like as if the world is expecting Blake to be there, you know.
Right.
I mean, that is just a level of celebrity, what do you call that? Celebrity paranoia.
Yeah.
Oh God, imagine having to think about your image all the time.
Damage control.
It's a
Well,
lot
you
of work.
did. I mean, you lived that life for a long time, didn't you?
I
So-
was not but I was never a celebrity. I mean,
Yeah, you were.
I
You are. I mean,
was
you're a well-known personality. You're a television personality. People know you. Absolutely.
but mostly from interviewing those people.
Yeah, but also you were hobnobbing with them. You know, you were in the circle
I
with a
was not
lot of
in the circle.
people.
I was definitely outside the circle.
You don't think you ever had to worry about your public image?
Oh, I had to worry. I had to save I was in a scramble and a panic and a terrible fucking period of and I had to hire a crisis manage all these
Right.
terrible things that exist.
And you were just there. You know, it wasn't anything you did. You were just there when it happened. So
I was there.
think about that.
And that's interesting. There was something else. There was another situation I was watching very recently where people were going after someone for not saying something. I think we're past that. I don't know. Maybe at least that part is over. Like, if you don't say something, you're canceled. Wait a minute. I have to say something. I have to actually say something that's terrible, and then you cancel me.
Right. I don't know. The whole cancel culture thing is very strange. It's
Do
very
we think
strange, and it
it's
keeps
over?
changing.
Do you think it's over?
No. No.
I thought it was over, and then I'm wondering, does it really? It's an insidious thing. Maybe it's not quite over.
It's not. People love to watch somebody being taken down. Like Blake. I mean, this is like, it's still happening. It happened to her. It's still happening to her. And for some reason, people love to watch it. Which is
you know
sad.
what? Here's what I said. But my position about Blake, I think she's full of shit, 100% full of shit with her going after, man bun over here. I think she didn't like him or something was off on the set. And I think she took it way too far. I don't think that guy is a sexual predator. That would make him the biggest fraud on the planet to have a podcast about helping, about being a better man, doing TED Talks about being a better man. And then you're a total serial killer behind closed doors. There's just no way. Too many people know him. There's too many people speaking out publicly for him. I think his support is too big.
But did anybody know who this guy was really before he
was
involved in this? I mean, I don't know.
Number 2 on the call sheet at Jane the Virgin.
So that's a show now I never watched. So
I had him on as a guest. I've got photo. I mean, I remember Justin Baldoni coming in. Not my kind of guy. Like, would he be one my, not so much. I've played golf with his business partner, Jamie Heath, who's the CEO of Wayfarer Studios. You
like him? He's a good guy?
He's a really good guy. A+ of a guy. Played with him twice.
Did you beat him?
Not the first time, but I did the second time.
All right, now you got to go for the third time. You got to break the tie.
I know. I know. Tie's like kissing your sister, they say. No good. So what's happening? What are you up to today?
I don't know what I'm going to cover later today. We'll see. Things break every day. So I work on breaking news. And so we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen today. You never know how the day's going to go.
Look at Shushu below you. Justin has receipts. Blake does not. End of story. It's all about the receipts, Melanie. You know that. The receipts.
That's why people are taping phone calls, right?
Yeah. In fact, I've taped this whole thing. I will weaponize it against you later.
Good thing I haven't said anything. I don't think incriminating that people are going to, snip all the things I said and take them out of context. That's
my God. It's crazy. Anyway, love you. I've got
thanks.
You're so awesome. And let's talk offline.
You got it. All right. Are you going to play golf today?
Nope. I've got my integration expert, my integration guy I'm going to talk to in about 15 minutes from the psilocybin. I told the psilocybin journey. The second one was kicked me in the groin repeatedly.
You have not been able to talk about it yet, right? On your show?
I'm doing it. It's tomorrow's podcast.
So you feel like you're mentally ready to talk about it?
I am. I feel like you have to. Like, one thing's for sure. I know that you give it the right amount of time, but the first one was about poop and rainbows. It was unbelievable. So I share that. Now this one was very different, but they all make sense. While this one was very painful, with a little bit of time and a little bit of understanding what that was about, it's actually probably more important than the first one. I think
you just need more time to digest it.
The first one is like, when you sometimes you watch an amazing movie and you see the end first, and then it backs up. And then the rest of the movie is building up to that end that you saw. So I think my interpretation is that the first journey was the end. That's where life is going to be. That beautiful, that amazing, that once the control of the ego and all these things take place, we're going to get we saw the end first. That's Mr. Positive there, but I think that's what we're dealing with.
So was it like a bad trip?
I asked him, I said, is there any chance this was just like a bad spin at the roulette wheel? And he's like, absolutely not. No, you got something in there. Something's locked in there. There's a trauma in there. It's either something from the middle of your life or the beginning of something's in there that is you are hanging on to so hard and you never let it out. Because in the end, sometimes people, when they're wrestling like that, there's a release in the last 10 minutes of the journey or something, a reward like, good for you. You know, you made it. And this one, I didn't. I just it ended in angst and like pain. So it was the days after that that we got some clarity, and took 3 days.
Yeah. So you had like discomfort for 3 days.
Yeah. In fact, in the second day, it was like I had almost like a close to a panic attack in a parking garage. I was just like, oh God, I can't get out. Where's the the thing sucked up my ticket. And I was like, oh shit. And then normally these are like situations I thrive in. I'm like, all right, find the guy, get over this, da da ding, da da da. We'll be out in 2 seconds. And this one was like, and that's, and then the next day, full release.
So you're just emotionally fragile for a couple of days because of whatever happened that you may
I
not
know.
remember. Like, do you
I
remember
know.
what happened during the
Some people
trip?
say, don't disturb the force. Don't mess with your system like that. And I say, no way. We're tightly wired. I don't want to live that way. I want to get through the shit and get to release. I want to live I want to live on full blast. I think I've tired of living in a defensive way.
Well, you've said, openly that you've been to therapy for so many years and it just didn't,
Doesn't
like
work.
you were talking about the same stuff all the time. You didn't really get to the nuts and bolts of what it is or whatever childhood trauma it is that's still locked inside. And hopefully you're a deadhead too. We talked about that because I saw you wearing a Steely shirt the other day and I'm like, are you really a deadhead? And you're like, yeah, I am. I mean, listen, we followed the Grateful Dead around in the 80s, right? We were no stranger to the psychedelics, but that was a different time, and that was like a fun thing. Because you're at a show and it was different.
Wasn't 3.5 grams, 4 grams. It wasn't like, deep into the tube.
Right. And somebody watching over you and
yeah. Oh, he
So
should have been holding
interesting.
my hand. I know.
I can't wait to hear about it.
You will. Mel, thank you so much. The great
Bill.
Melanie Little Bush out.
I'll
Where's
see you
Kim
soon.
Kardashian? We have our logo. Kim Kardashian gave us our logo.
The bushes. That's
Thanks.
hilarious. All right. Thanks, you guys. We'll talk soon.
I'll see ya.
All right. Bye.
Oh, we love Melanie. We love Melanie. She's so terrific, so smart, absolutely brilliant. Okay, psilocybin episode is tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. Join us. Make sure you listen to that tomorrow because if you heard the first one, you definitely want to hear the second one. It's all about balance in the universe, Steve. Love you all. It's Tuesday. That makes tomorrow Wednesday. We got lots to do today, Steve. I am a USC dad. Short hair or long hair? I don't know. I kind of missed the big mop, but I feel like it does take 5 years off. Feel a little younger. Gotta say. Have a great Tuesday, everyone. This is Mary Katay. I set my alarm. Mary, you set that alarm, girl. You do it, girl. Short. Short hair. Thank you. Yeah. I like Bush. You do, huh? Okay. This is our last comment. Here we go. Thank you, Billy and Steve. Bill and Steve. Yeah, I'm listening to Steve. Steve likes to call me Bill. Oh, you Blue Jays. Oh, boy.